Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. We are on number 97. So I hope you've all had a lovely week. I have today got some lovely sort of little postcards for you. They're still in like the vintagey theme because I think the colours and that work really well with a lot of journals that you're probably doing. And they sort of will mix and match quite nicely. So we've got a lovely it's sort of like a vintagey, he's got like a quill, so it's almost like calligraphy on this one. We've got knitting, we've got the knitting needles and a ball of wool. We've got this one which is sort of needle and thread, and this one is just a beautiful flower, and it's got sort of like a little textured background on that one, which is really nice. So they are really good. And they also go with, I have a new set of words and phrases, which is Crafty Words and Phrases, which I thought, I've been wanting to do this for a little while, and I thought it would be perfect to do it now and show you. So we've got 2 pages like this, and I've also put the 2 pages into smaller words. Now these are fantastic for adding to things like little paper clips and tiny little bits of ephemera that you're doing, which I think are great. So some of the phrases on here, we've got crafty at heart, we've got junk journals, we've got stitch, sketch, snippets, paper punch, my craft room is not going to tidy itself, so let's just close the door. That is definitely one that should go on my door. Find your happiness in crafting, a crafty life is a happy life. Love this one here, which is today there will be a 100% chance of crafting, which is for sure, isn't it? And it's time to get crafty. It's craft o'clock. So we've got some beautiful ones on here, love them. And these are sort of like just crafty. We've got decoupage, we've got dingly dangly, of course, needlework, shabby chic, vintage, silk screen, patchwork, paper clips, dressmaking. We've got all sorts of things on here, so I think they are really nice to go into your crafty journals. So I will be using that one. I'm going to be using this one today. I can hear my craft room calling, which is great, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I have done with these. I have made 4 lovely postcards. So this one here is the wool, ball of wool, and I've just put the knitting on here. And then what I've done, I've just got some, this is just sort of like a ball of wool, which is sort of like cotton. It's for my crochet. I'm trying to teach myself how to crochet. It's not going too bad. So I've used a little bit of the wool on here, and what I've done, I've used some of our wonderful Amazon packaging here, just the paper packaging, just to pop on the back, so it's not white, and I've just sewn it around the edges, and I've tied this on before I've put the packaging on, so you don't see it. And I think that looks really, really nice. This one here, crafting is the best medicine. And again, I've used the packaging on the back, and I've sandwiched in little torn pieces of the paper, and I've just inked them with a little bit of fabric on here. So it just gives it a little bit of sort of sandwichy texture in between. And then I've just got a little snippet bit there, which I just think they're lovely. And to use the Amazon packaging to pop on the back, it's really good, isn't it? A nice bit of recycling there. And this one is needlework, and what I've done with this one, I've just got some of my threads from my machine, and I've just popped them underneath the needlework bit. So I think that goes really, really well. So don't throw your threads away. There's always a use for them. And again, Amazon packaging on the back. I've just glued it down and stuck it on and ripped it off the edge like that. And then the calligraphy one, again, I've just sandwiched the pieces in between, sewn it around the outside, and a little bit of paper there underneath, inked. So I just think they're so simple. So you don't really need anything, because all it is like recycled stuff. You don't have to sew around it, obviously, if you don't have a sewing machine. You just stick them on, so it's all recycled bits that you can add to these. So what I'm going to do today, pop those to the side, I'm going to cut these out. Well, I'm going to just cut this one out. Shall we just go for the ball of wool? Because I think this is the a nice one. Let me just do this with you here. So let's just cut this out. I have printed onto the back as well, just with a piece of this sort of like tea stain paper that I have. I think it was in my journal, one of my calendar journal kits, the first one. But again, print on the back if you want to. On here, I did these after or before I thought about doing the packaging. So I'm not going to put the packaging on this one. I'm just going to make it into like a little notebook. So I'm going to cut that one off, and I think I'll have this one underneath. So I need two. Let's just cut that down here. So I'm going to use two of them, one for the back and one for the front. So I'm just going to make a really simple little notepad, just to show you something else that you can do instead of doing postcards. Again, you can fold them in half and make little booklets. I'm just going to quickly cut around the edge like this. Again, do it with your paper cutters as well. Okay, so we have two. That's going to be the front, and you can see I've done the printed on the back like that. I'm going to take some of this as well and thread it round, wrap it round. Just, let's go around the right way, would help. I'm going to actually put that at the front because we're going to see that at the back. So it's got to be sort of like reasonably tidy, hasn't it? So I'm just going to wrap this round a few times. Let's unravel the wool. Now, if you've got sort of like leftover threads or ribbons or anything like that, you can use that as well. You don't have to use wool. The reason I'm using wool is obviously because it's got the little ball of wool on there. So let's sort of tie this up. Let's just tie a little knot, wrap that round this way and this way. Don't pull it too tight because you'll bend your paper. Now I've printed this on, I think it's 200 GSM. So there we go, that's on there. Very, very simple, and I think it looks really good, doesn't it? Let's just spread those out a little bit like that. Now again, you can sew around it, which I probably will in a second. I'm going to just ink a little bit, get my little distress ink out, go around here, just a little bit of ink. Again, you don't have to, or you can add more embellishments to it if you want to. I'm just going to ink around like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to stick this one on. Let's just get rid of those little white edges like that. Shall we pop that at the bottom? Let's just stick that on. I'm just going to stick this on just with a little bit of our tacky glue. Now I was hoping that, oops, if it will come out, I've ordered, like I said in my last video, was it my last video, I think? I'm not sure. I've used the little double-sided, I've ordered the little runners. You know, you hold them in your hand, and they're in like little tape runner things. So I've ordered those, and a couple of you have said that they don't go right to the edge. You have used them before, so I will give them a go and see what I think. So look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Let's just ink around this one. Okay, a little bit of ink. I'm not going to go around do the back with the paper, with the Amazon paper, because I've printed on the back, so I don't really need to. So that is that. Now I have pre-cut these, so these are little pages, and I've cut them to fit the postcards, and I've cut them this way so they fold like that, because this is the side I want them to open up this way, and all I'm going to do is staple it. So it's really simple. Now I have got I've got 6 pages, or I've got 6 pieces, so that gives you 12 pages. Okay, I'm going to put that, or let me just sew around these. Right, I'm going to sew around these first so this stays in place. So I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have just sewn around the outside of those, so it looks really, really good. You could probably use that as a little tuck spot actually underneath. So that's going to be the back, and that's going to be the front. So, and then I'm going to pop these inside. So let's make sure we get these all lined up nicely like that. And all I'm going to do is staple that. I'm going to get my little clips here, just so we know it's sort of straight-ish, like that. Let me get my other one. Just pop it there. So there we go. That's nice and sort of straight. I'm going to get my stapler here. Make sure I've got staples in it. And I'm just going to staple down like that. Easy peasy. And look at that. We have one super simple little booklet like that, which you can pop into your little journals. You can give that as happy mail, and I think it looks really nice and super simple. You don't have to use this. You could use scrap paper inside like that, and I think they are really, really lovely. So there we go, guys. You've got enough to make 2, so you could have another 2 there. Or you could make postcards, or you could make whatever you like, but that and that would probably make a really nice little gift, wouldn't it? Little booklet, and then you could write a little note on the back there. So there we go, guys. That is your Friday freebie for this week. I just wanted to tell you another thing about Ko-fi. Just wanted to say that all of my now digital kits from Etsy are in Ko-fi. So Ko-fi is a platform where you can buy your favourite sort of crafters or whoever you'd like to support. It really, really does help. And if you are a monthly supporter for me on Ko-fi, you will automatically get 25% off my digital kits on there. So if you are a monthly supporter and you're in Ko-fi, all the digital kits are on there now, so if you decide to buy them from Ko-fi, you will automatically get a 25% discount on them. But you have to be logged into the Ko-fi account, because I can't give you the discount afterwards. So make sure you're logged into the Ko-fi account, or your Ko-fi account, and it will automatically give you 25% discount off all my digital kits. So there we go. So, and if you want the Friday freebie, again, they will be in my Etsy shop or Ko-fi shop, or again free on the Facebook page, Happiness and Crafting. But all the details I'm going to pop underneath the video. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.